the 20 crore workers and employees are again going on for the 21st time after the ruling classes started implementing unbridled implementation of the liberalization policy in India. And since the liberalization policies in India, we have seen the public assets, that is the public sector, built by the people of this country being given to the private sector. And today, according to the statistics, it was expected that around 117.31 trillion rupees being generated by these public sectors. But unfortunately, the government of India today decided, and they are going ahead with this monetization pipeline, means that privatizing the public sector in totality and handing over this 117.31 trillion, whatever the amount built by the public of this country and the public sectors of this country, being given to the rich people like Ambanis and Adanis. Therefore, the All India Insurance Employees Association also decided to go ahead with the strike action on 28th and 29th in both general sector and life sector. As per the general sector is concerned, the public sector general insurance companies are been performing extraordinarily well in spite of the difficulties they are facing with the private sector in this country, and this benefit to the private sector is also given by the government of India. In this background, the public sector general insurance companies are performing exceedingly well, and they still have a market share of around 40%. But in spite of the best efforts by the employees working in this public sector general insurance companies, the government and the management of the public sector general insurance companies have not settled the wage revision to the employees working in this public sector general insurance company, which was due since 2017 August 1st. Therefore, the employees have no other option to place a demand and appeal to all these 20 crores workers who are going on strike and thanking them that they are also joining this strike in support of this struggle of the general insurance companies. Number one. Number two, the government wanted to privatize the public sector general insurance company, two public sector general insurance company. The government, which is headed by Mr. Narendra Modi, he assured the parliament in the year 2015 through the Jibna Amendment Act that they will not allow the shares of the government will go down at any cost below 51%. But unfortunately, within these 5 years, the government has decided they wanted to privatize the public sector general, two public sector general insurance companies. Why? Why they wanted to privatize public sector general insurance companies? Our question to the government, and also our request to all the people, to support the employees of the public sector general insurance companies, that in struggle to protect the assets of the public, in the struggle to protect the public sector general insurance in particular and whole of the public sector in general, we appeal to the people, please support us. Ensure that the public sector general insurance companies are not being privatized. Once this sector is privatized, naturally the rural India will be impacted severely. Today, when you look at the private sectors, they function in big cities and metropolitan cities, and rural India, where we have majority of the people who are suffering, they will be left to nothing. Therefore, the public sectors are very instrument in building the assets of this company, which they have done since the independence. And today, the 21st strike by the working class of this country, where around 20 crores of employees and workers are going to participate, we assume that it is a patriotic duty. This is our national duty to protect the assets built by the people, by the sweat and blood of the workers and the people of this country. The government, which can be only a trustee to the public sector, they cannot sell the public assets of the public sector. This is a very important demand. The workers decided to go on strike. Therefore, we, through this strike, demand the government of India to withdraw from the monetization pipeline policy which you wanted to implement, and see that if you wanted to build a real India, you have to be with the working class and majority of the poor. Unless and until you make an attempt to improve the life and living standard of the common man in this country, the wonderful dream which Narendra Modi says that 5 trillion the 5 trillion Indian economy, it cannot happen. So if you want a 5 trillion economy, we have no other option to be there with the general poor and the working class of this country. Toward this patriotic cause, the 2-day strike is being decided by the working class. I am sure that the government will take this into cognizance and retreat from the policies which they are pursuing all through, and will go towards a policy which will benefit the nation and build the people in this country. Therefore, we appeal to the employees of the general insurance public sector and also the employees of the life insurance to make the 28-29 2-day strike a grand success.